It's old time hockey, the way you're supposed to play. You throw a little lumber if a guy gets in your way. You play like Gordie Howe or Eddie fucking Shore. We can't all be Gretzky, some news or Bobby Orr's. Hey!
We might not remember Tony Granato for his goal-scoring abilities, his playmaking skills, or even his ability to draw penalties, which he did a lot of. But the one thing we can remember him for is absolutely getting destroyed by Luke Richardson.
Granato skating away with it. Granato! Richardson nailed him! And he is cold on the ice!
Granato was drafted right out of high school. He was drafted in the 6th round, 120th overall in the 1982 NHL entry draft by the New York Rangers after having a very successful season with the Northwood Hockey School and the U.S. high school prep system, scoring 92 points in just 34 games. He would then go on to have a brilliant career in the NCAA, playing for the University of Wisconsin. In 4 years, he would play 152 games, scoring 100 goals and 120 assists for 220 points, even going as far as being named a Hobey Baker finalist in 1987. Granato would then spend 1 year splitting his time between the Colorado Rangers of the IHL and the U.S. national team, touring around the world playing exhibition games. Granato would make his first NHL appearance in the 1988-89 season, where he would play 78 games for the New York Rangers, scoring 36 goals, 27 assists for 63 points, and being a finalist for the Calder Memorial Trophy. Oddly enough, during the 89-90 campaign, Granato and teammate Thomas Sandstrom were traded to the LA Kings for forward Bernie Nichols. And for the next 3 years, Granato would play the best hockey of his career. In 90-91, he would score 64 points, the following year 68 points, and in the 92-93 season, he would score a career high of 82 points, helping the Kings to a Stanley Cup final that they would ultimately lose to the Montreal Canadiens. It was after this season that Granato's point production started to decline, scoring under 50 points in his remaining seasons until his retirement. During the 96-97 season, he would sign a deal with the Sharks and would play the next 5 years of his career in San Jose. He would win the Bill Masterton Trophy for his comeback to hockey after suffering a hard hit to the head, which caused bleeding in the left lobe of his brain. And after 13 seasons in the NHL, Tony Granato would call for retirement at the end of the 01 season. He would finish his playing career with 774 games played, 248 goals, 244 assists for 492 career points. He would also finish with 1,425 penalty minutes, cementing his reputation as a grinder on the ice. But Granato was not finished with his hockey career. In the 2002-03 season, he would become the assistant coach of the Colorado Avalanche, later that season being promoted to head coach and then filling in for the role full-time the following season. He would spend 4 more years coaching for the Avalanche before becoming the assistant coach of the Pittsburgh Penguins for the next 5 seasons. After that, he would spend 2 years coaching as the assistant in Detroit, and in 2016 would take a job with the University of Wisconsin as their head coach, and held that job for the next 7 years. Although he was inducted into the Illinois Hockey Hall of Fame in 2007, it is a long shot that he would ever be considered for the Hockey Hall of Fame, mainly because his sister Cammie is much more talented than he is.
It's old time hockey.